Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Best Ball Bros. I'm Matt.
I'm Aaron.
Week 9. What a week.
Yeah. I had some good. I had a lot of bad. So it's fun. This is a fun game week.
It's been a good week for me. So
it's funny how a game that we continue to play, that we choosingly play, not only every year but every week, and we spend all summer looking forward to playing, just ruins our mood for a whole week. If one player making millions of dollars to do what he's supposed to do doesn't do what he's supposed to. And it just ruins our whole mood. It ruins everything. Just all of it.
I mean, it's just, what's the phrase about best laid plan? We spend all summer long seeing what's going to happen. And now here we are. And being tested is the nicest
No,
thing.
we failed the test, buddy. We failed the test.
My season's not going great.
No? Any regrets?
Any regrets?
Any letters?
I'm gonna wait until the end of the year before anything, because then I'll take the time to study where I went wrong.
Well, tomorrow is the end of week 9, which means we are officially halfway through.
Halfway there. Oh
no!
I'm
surviving.
Tomorrow night, I'm living on a prayer that I can be the number one scorer in our league, because the guy I'm playing is currently the number one scorer. So
yeah, I'm hoping that game ends like 0-3.
I think I would win if that was the case.
Actually, I am rooting for a 0-0 tie. Give me all the ties, chaos. Plus, have you put a lineup together for tomorrow night?
I have not yet put a lineup together.
It's rough.
It's rough?
It's real rough.
I bet after Pickens and Lamb, there's a whole lot of, what the hell am I going to do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, we'll have to pause when I go to build that lineup.
I might want to make a different one. So how was your Sunday, buddy? How'd it go?
Mine was pretty good, considering I got to watch my Vikings win in Detroit, despite the horrible ref situation that had going on, where they couldn't get anything right for either side.
Yeah.
So,
well, look, that's a whole nother situation to talk about. Is just how bad
the refs were awful.
And it's not just the NFL. Like college, they're bad. High school, they're bad. I've seen real bad refs in high school. And it seems like it's just an epidemic.
The thing about the NFL, though, is, and this is what AAF did, or the UFL, or whatever they called it, when they did reviews, the ref was mic'd up.
I do like that. College is showing that some, too.
And, yeah, college is doing that, too. And that whole transparency of the process just helps get people on board.
Yeah, well, especially in the way the college is doing it right now, they show the video board that they're looking. They're like, show us this angle, show us that angle, this is what I'm seeing. And that's all anybody wants.
Yes, agreed.
Just give me clarification about what you're
doing. I can rattle off 3 plays today that I'm extremely upset about. But it doesn't matter because my Vikings won, so it's all just moot at that point.
Yes, I have a thank you to send out to the Vikings defense and Will Reichert for helping me win in my keeper league, because Lord knows I cannot buy a win. And so we haven't had a chance to talk football in a little while.
Yeah, sorry about last week. Had something come up. Very sorry about that. I will try to not do that again.
So we can kind of cover this. In my keeper league, I went full sell. I went full sell. I had to. So the rule of thumb in this keeper league is it's a 16-teamer, right? You get 2 keepers for as long as you want that individual. This is a very competitive league because these rosters are shrunk with it being a 16-teamer.
Yeah.
So the rosters are 2 quarterback, 3 running back, 4 receivers, 2 defensive, 2 kickers. That's it. That's the whole roster. You only play 2 running backs and you only play 3. You only play 1 quarter. I had to go full sell. I could not buy one. I sold Brian Thomas Jr. I sold Nico Collins and had to sell some draft picks. I am now left.
I mean, one would argue if you're selling BTJ, probably pretty obvious parting with some drafts to do it.
Yes. So I did that. This was before the Cam Scadaboo injury.
Aye.
And so now I'm just going to try to ruin everyone else.
And you got ridiculed by your dad for trading for Tedero McMillan.
Yes. So I did a Brian Thomas Jr. and a 4th round pick for Tedero and a 7th. What is it?
And for the listeners that are unaware, a 4th round pick for you is essentially a second.
Yes. The first two rounds are your keeper.
If you don't keep your keepers, then you get a first and a second. If you lock your keepers, then you don't get a first and second.
Yes.
So you essentially gave up a second to dump BTJ.
And I gave up a 3rd round pick for next year to acquire him before this season.
Oops.
So I sold Nico Collins for Chase Brown, which is, in hindsight, great for me because I lost my only running back I had in Cam Scadaboo.
And if Chase Brown continues this up, he's been, for the last couple weeks now, bordering on RB1.
Yes.
And with Joe Flacco keeping that ship...
You just got to keep him honest.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. So there's a long way of saying thank you for the Vikings defense and Will Reichert because my keeper league is shot. So, we have... we can roll right along with this. Cincinnati game. That was crazy. Was it 42-47?
Yeah, just ridiculous.
Just no defense played.
None at all.
None. Caleb Williams caught a touchdown?
Yeah, that was the first touchdown on the board.
Yeah.
At one point in the game, people were commenting that Caleb Williams had more catches than Roma Dunze.
Because he had 2. Because they threw a screen pass to him. Yeah. And Roma Dunze got everybody a big old goose egg.
Didn't he throw the touchdown?
No, that was DJ Moore.
Oh.
On the end around, they tossed it to Dunze, who then tossed it to DJ Moore, who threw it to Caleb Williams.
For some reason, I thought that was a Dunze.
Yes. Roma Dunze got everybody a goose egg on a team that scored 47 points. I'm not frustrated by that at all. It doesn't bother me. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Did you have Colston Loveland in any of your teams?
Gross. No, I have the better rookie tight end in Tyler Warren.
Fair enough.
And I have the best tight end in Brock Bowers. So
I know you're chomping at the bit to talk about Brock Bowers.
Well, first of all, we've got to talk about just the level of frustration that Cincinnati's offense had for their defense. You had Jamar Chase walking into the locker room saying, just one stop.
Yeah.
One effing stop. And then Chase Brown in post-game interviews is like,
finish the game.
Yeah.
I think the exact quote was finish the
game. So just the level of frustration.
Some people are saying on Twitter that the finish the game more had to do with the Bengals offense needed to finish the game, and it wasn't directed at the defense. Now, that is the most good faith interpretation of it. When you score over 40 points and you want your defense to
just
get a single stop.
Like Jamar Chase was saying, just one.
I mean,
just one.
The TD that Colston Loveland had to end the game, it may as well have just been played to the tune of yakety sax because it looked so stupid. It looked ridiculous when he was running it in.
Oh, yeah. That's would you like to take a victory lap on Caleb Williams? Because you said you were going to play him in some DFS this week.
I did.
And I laughed at you. And that was obviously uncalled for.
Look, this is not a wholesale endorsement on Caleb Williams. This was they're playing the Bengals defense.
Yes. And
so that's all it was. You and I have discussed a few times now that our strategy is pretty much who is playing the Cowboys, who is playing the Bengals.
Yes.
Which one of those quarterbacks is cheaper? And so I've rolled with Caleb Williams. And, I've talked about how I like Roma Dunze. I
love him when he's not giving you a goose egg.
Yeah, I like a lot of the weapons they have aside from DJ Moore. So...
You mean the best quarterback on the roster?
Oh, buddy. That's like when Justin Fields was playing for the Bears, and there was a lot of people that like to joke that he was the best running back. So, anyways, what else you got for us?
You want a victory lap Sam Darnold for a minute? Who went In the first half, 13 for 13 for like 215 and what?
I thought it was 16.
I think he ended 16 for 16 before there was a...
Yeah. And that pass...
4 tutties in the first half?
Yeah. And that pass hit Jackson Smith on the shoulder.
Yeah. Jackson Smith still went over for 100 too.
Oh, buddy. He had himself. So did Tony Horton Jr.
The Seahawks had a game.
Yeah.
Seahawks had a game.
When we drafted a few teams for best ball, I was pushing for Sam Darnold, and you said gross. So
yes,
But that just comes down to I watched him a lot more than you did last year, and I thought I didn't think it was going to be this, but I thought it would still be good.
I thought it was Kevin O'Connell. I didn't think it was Sam Darnold, and I was wrong again.
But
I'm wrong a lot.
But a lot of my point was just how late you could have gotten Sam Darnold in so many best ball leagues.
Oh yeah,
like you were getting him in like the 17th round. It was absurd.
No, I mean, luckily in some of the regular leagues, man, I kind of jumped off of Justin Fields as quick as I could, and in one league I grabbed Daniel Jones, and the other I grabbed Sam Darnold, and I've just been rolling with it.
I mean, Sam Darnold had like a 40-point game.
Yeah,
it was absurd.
Which I have Flacco on that roster too, because I was like, I'll grab all the old men and just try to win a game, and luckily I didn't pick the wrong one.
I mean, our work league, I got Michael Penix, and then after he had 2 bad games, I had to roll to Sam Darnold, especially because Penix was injured and then had a bye. So I had to roll with Sam Darnold, and I have not swapped back to Penix yet. But he had a 28-point game this week. He threw 3 touchdowns to Drake London.
Yeah, Drake London. If Drake London's not on that roster, that team can't win a game.
What is your problem with lefties, man?
I don't like them.
Apparently not.
I don't like them.
I'm telling you, it's all just because of lefties.
Go play football in England.
All right, what else you got for us?
Mr. Brock Bowers, thank you for coming back. We missed you. Geno Smith missed you a lot.
Yeah.
12 catches for 127. 3 tutty. 3 big.
I was making fun of you because you were stuck with Brock Bowers. And welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back from injury. He made himself known. I did not think Geno Smith would throw you the ball because it was appearing Geno Smith doesn't throw to tight end.
Well, when the tight end is the best option, it seems to help. We need to... This might be the only time in the history of this podcast I will ever shout out 2 kickers in one podcast. But the Jags Cam Little, just before going into halftime, tried to rip his leg off by kicking a 68-yarder.
With the NFL bringing about the K-ball, I don't think this record lasts the year. I think we're going to see a 70-yard.
Well, this is the kicker that in the preseason had I think it was like a 72-yarder or something.
Yeah.
Ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
So there's a chance they might let him try to break his own record.
I think this record falls this year.
68 yards is insane.
It's crazy, but the K-balls, you've seen the side-by-side comparison. They look more like a rugby ball than they do a normal football, which with them being more rounded like that allows a better kick.
So I do have a story with our next piece of news, so I'm going to squeeze in the bad news real quick.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels can only be approached as a coaching error when there's, less than 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're down 23. No, I think it was 28.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. Left elbow. Early looked like some ligament damage, dislocation. Gross. I've seen it way too many times. I'm so tired of clicking on stuff on the internet and not getting a warning before. We used to live in a society, okay?
You've been complaining about this for the last few weeks.
We used to live in a society with rules. And there used to be graphic content warnings on videos on the internet. And it was always blurred. And you always had to be like, yeah, I want to see some gross crap. And then you were able to watch it. And if you didn't want to watch it, you didn't have to. Now, all you have to do is look up Jaden on the Twitter feed. And it's just elbow, elbow, elbow. Look at that elbow, elbow. It's ridiculous. I want a warning.
I mean, I think you said the exact same thing about the Cam Scadabo ankle injury where you were like, I don't want to keep watching his ankle turn the wrong way.
No, that psychopath tried to walk it off.
He tried to walk it off. What an absolute psycho in the best way.
In the best kind of way.
The best way for football.
God bless it. I'm so upset at just Philadelphia for taking Cam Scadaboo away from me. And we have an unbearable Philadelphia fan.
They're a disgusting franchise.
They play dirty, and it was only fun when they had Mike Vick, Donovan McNabb, or Deshaun Jackson. The rest of the time, I don't like... I like Shady McCoy, too, but...
Yeah.
I just... Ooh.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Oh, you didn't see C.J. Stroud almost die?
Oh, my God.
He was out.
Yeah, he was out, but he whiplashed himself. Okay, so story time.
All right, story time. Now that we're done with the Jaden Daniels elbow talk.
Yes, Jaden Daniels, get healthy soon. I'm so glad I traded. And so, knock on wood, I'm in a Survivor League, and this is my first time playing it. I hate it, because I stress about my pick from Tuesday till 30 minutes before the end of the game.
I mean, but when you're watching just the absolute ridiculousness, like, I don't know, the Panthers upset the Packers?
Yes.
The Packers at home?
So,
you should be terrified of these picks.
Yes, so I am one of only 2 people remaining.
Wow.
And I was joking with this person, and I was like, man, you know who I'd really take this week? I'd take Carolina. Just trying to put some type of doubt in this guy. Thankfully, I was going to go Packers. And I think about Friday, I was like, I really like the Chargers better, with Tennessee almost gave a scare.
Almost.
2 defensive touchdowns will do that to you. But if I would have picked Green Bay, I would have been screwed. So, thank you, me, for taunting. Because then I was like, I can't pick this game. I taunt it with it. So that's bad voodoo. So, and look, just look at this kick. It's terrible for the pocket. Boom! And look, he cleared it by like 6 yards.
Yeah. It is funny watching how far back he is. And he's already like, that's good.
I mean, he cleared it by 6 yards. It's crazy watching them line up from the other side of the logo. What are we doing? Yeah, so Carolina with a big upset. And you know what? Every time Green Bay wears those jerseys, they deserve to lose.
I 100% agree with you on that.
It's the ugliest. No, take that back. The Bumblebee jerseys Pittsburgh wears are the ugliest. That throwback jersey with the nonsense fake leather helmet crap is the second.
1A, 1B.
Okay, yes. Ugliest freaking throwback jerseys. It's
so
ridiculous.
Who did your Survivor pick end up? Oh, that's right, the Chargers.
Chargers. I went Chargers, thankfully, even though Tennessee gave them a scare. But, you know, Cam Ward's not good. And, man, speaking of not good.
Look.
You need
my team.
Jaden Blue
will to rebound. You know, it's like you said, we're halfway into the season, and I haven't lost them all yet.
But you've still lost 6 going on 7.
Still time to turn it around. It'll be an epic run.
You have Amarian Hampton on IR.
That hurts.
You have Kyle Williams, the rookie in New England, just not playing.
That was always a possibility.
Yes, that's a possibility when you pick rookie. But now, the only kind of saving grace you had over my roster was you had a quarterback and I did. Until Tyler Shutt gets the start, baby! And I got a whopping 8.7 points out of him, but that beat Cam Ward's 3.5. So... Oh, buddy. I have a 6-win, 2-loss. You have a 2-win loss. You need Jaden Blue to score 44.5 points tomorrow.
And he's not back.
No, they actively don't want to play him.
I don't get it.
I don't.
They in the preseason, he looked good. And you know, there was all these jokes about the whole, you know, he came in looking out of shape, and then all of a sudden he's blowing the doors off of everybody in practice. And then it just kind of, I guess we're gonna play Javonte Williams? I don't know. Just any.
I guess we have to. Also
frustrating. Although we know it's not going to be Old Man River that's taking.
I mean, maybe. I want to get like one of those like Dow tracker boards, just so we can watch how much higher Dalton Kincaid is than Kyle Pitts every week. Can we do that?
I just need Kyle Pitts to start catching.
Dalton Kincaid had a day, 101 and a tutty.
I just need Kyle Pitts to start catching.
Kyle Pitts had 38 yards. This puts Pitts is down like 4 or 5 touchdowns now. I'm just hoping.
The second half, they're gonna come screaming back.
And my last little piece of news before we can pause and let you get your lineup together. My Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, buddy.
Nah.
Yeah, they are. Look, you win ugly now because you can win good later. Figure out how to get through the ugly now.
Just wait until they hit the Chargers, man.
Broncos, Bucks, Super Bowl.
Have they played the Chargers yet?
I think did once already. I think that might have been one of the Broncos' early losses. But the Broncos have reeled off, was it 5, 6 in a row now? I think it's 6 in a row now. Keep it rolling, baby. All the way to the Super.
The Chargers beat the Broncos early.
Yeah.
So they beat them 23-20. So they have to play one more time.
Yeah, Broncos.
Chargers.
Yeah, but Broncos are better.
No, they're not. Oh, yeah. They won't make it through them.
Oh. But all right. Is there anything else you would want to chat about? Did you see anything fun this weekend?
Other than how excited I am, my Vikings beat the Lions in Detroit. J.J. McCarthy didn't look amazing, but he looked good.
Okay, so I have one nitpick.
Okay, let's hear it. He didn't look great. I'm not going to say he looked great, but he looked good.
He does. I want him to set his feet. He's got a lot of throwing off that one touchdown, or one touchdown is that one throw to Jordan Addison. He's throwing off his damn tiptoe with his other leg halfway in the effing air.
He does like the hip twist.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's my big deal. I'm so excited because I get to go into work on Tuesday and I get to run my mouth to my boss and some coworkers that are Lions. So
we have an abundance of those, and
it's ridiculous.
It's really great. You know, I've never been on the side of my pro team being the majority because we are so far away from my home base. But there was a local bar that was the home of the New Orleans St. Bernard City, and
why?
Because they decided to become a pizza. So now I can't even go watch. Anywho, I'll give you a second to put a lineup together. You can see how hard it is.
All right, hold on 1 second, and through the magic of editing, we'll be right back. And welcome back.
Welcome back.
We have our rosters.
Yeah, you were able to fly through that a little quicker than I thought.
I still wouldn't say it was easy. I agree.
I
agree.
It doesn't help that we don't know whether or not it's going to be Kyler Murray or Beef Brisket playing quarterback. That does not help.
No.
Am I breaking something to you?
Oh, no.
Kyler Murray is officially questionable, and the coaching staff makes it sound like it might be Jacoby Brissett quarterback.
Oh, well, I have Jacoby Brissett in my lineup.
Okay, yeah. No,
so, according to this, he's been named the starter.
Is he officially now? Okay.
Yeah, the news November 1st. Been named starter for the Cardinals Monday night game against the Cowboys.
Oh.
And so I had him ready to go.
Well, while you do that, I might.
Okay, so is this going to change who your captain is?
This might change a lot.
Okay. Because...
you know what? You go ahead and start with yours. I'm going to be changing.
All right, so we are doing the Captain Showdown, which everybody knows by now is my least favorite. However, that being said, I'm pretty sure I nailed this one. Trey McBride as my captain, number 1. So he's going to get the 1.5 boost. I like it, especially considering he's been blowing up the past 2 weeks with Jacoby Brissett. So he's my captain. I have both Dak and Brissett in my lineup. Then, who was originally going to be my captain was Jake Ferguson until I decided, no, I want the other tight end as mine. Then I went with the Dallas kicker, Brian Aubrey, for $5,400, and then Jalen Tolbert to round out my roster for $3,600. So Trey McBride, 13.5, Dak Prescott, 10.4, Jacoby Brissett, 8.6, Jake Ferguson, 8,000 even, Brian Aubrey, $5,400, Jalen Tolbert, $3,600. That is my $10,000 lineup. I think I ended up with a little bit of cap left over to spare, but as you and I have discussed discussed, you don't have to spend every dollar, and sometimes it comes out better if you don't.
Okay. So I was tinkering with this while you were talking.
Okay.
So I apologize.
Did you follow my lead with Trey McBride in your captain spot?
So I was messing with it, and then I was left with $1,000, and that is too much money for me to feel comfortable with.
Okay.
So I might dig. I went back with my original, and then I might make a second.
Okay.
As of right now, I've got Bam Knight as my captain.
All right.
At 10-5.
Okay.
So cheaper captain. Then I got Dak. And I've got Javonte Williams, and I've got Jake Ferguson from Dallas.
Yep.
And then I went Marvin Harrison Jr. and Greg Dortch.
Okay.
So
So you're doing a 3-3 split?
Yeah. So the other one I was just doing was like a 5-1 split, and I was just like, that doesn't seem right.
So I almost did that. I think it was 2 weeks ago. We did a captain's challenge. I almost did it, and I was like, that's really dumb. Don't do that. And then come to find out, no, you should have done that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes two teams, it's just more beneficial to play one.
Yeah.
But I went 4-2 with the Cowboys as the 4.
You know what? I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
So let's follow. I'm gonna go Ferguson as the captain.
Okay. He was my original choice, so I don't hate it.
And then I'm going to go McBride.
Okay.
I'm going to go Brissett. I would like to go...
Put Dak in there? No Dak.
I'm going to go Javonte. And
I think skipping Dak off of a roster is a bad idea.
I go Zamir. I'll go... Man, if Jay Blue...
I think he's like $1,200 or something.
He is $1,400.
He's absurdly cheap. I almost put him on my roster. However, there's receiving options that are just way more enticing. Like, I almost put Tolbert in my lineup.
So this one, I got Ferguson as captain, $1,200. McBride at $9,000. Brissett at $8,600 because target that Dallas defense.
Yep.
Javonte Williams just seems to fall in the end zone every game.
Yes, he does.
Zamir White, or not Zamir White, Bam Knight.
Uh-huh.
And then Michael Wilson.
I think he's got a couple times here. And at that last spot, you kind of just, please.
I'll try that one. That way I have a lineup with both quarters.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
I like my lineup more, but obviously.
It's a lot more fun when you can not have to do that, but then thank God we don't have a doubleheader. I can't stay up till 2 o'clock watching football after working a 12-hour shift on Monday.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, but I still like it. If the option, and I'll just float this one out, if the option was we will always have a doubleheader on Monday night, but we're going to lose Thursday night football, would you take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd take it.
So we found a line.
Well, so I am a big proponent, and I hate having Thursday night fantasy players.
Yeah.
I feel like it puts you behind the eight.
I 100% agree.
I feel like you never get the big games that you want. There was only one game that was like, I think because I think that was a Sunday night game, that Lion-Ram, 90-point football game.
Yeah.
I think that was a Sunday night.
There's been a couple shootouts on Thursday night football, but one of the safer bets bet the under.
Yeah. I'd love to see the stats on that.
In a league where we're so obsessed with safety, I don't understand we're going to rush players out there with 4 games of rest or 4 days of rest. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
If you're going to argue safety, you absolutely should not be playing Thursday night football, but that's a complaint aside from everything.
Well, so I'm going to be complaining a lot because Broncos played, and I have Brock Bowers, and a ton of Denver Bronco pieces.
You got Bo Nix, don't you?
I have Bo Nix. I've been rolling. Gonna be fun.
Well, playing against the Raiders, that's not a bad...
Yes. You like my fireplace?
It's very cute.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the old shoebox building blocks that we had in kindergarten.
It's
It's
very
shoebox
similar.
Bricks.
Yeah. Even though I have a bi-level house, I do not have a fireplace. So, I had to get a fireplace for Santa. So
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the most Christmas song you're going to hear me before Thanksgiving. But you are a Christmas psycho, so you're...
Did you like my outdoor?
Yeah, I saw
candy cane light.
I saw all of your decorations.
Yes.
I'd just like to point out, all streets in a 3-block radius of you are very, very dark. I don't think, buddy, but you have a very dark neighborhood, and all of a sudden, round the corner, and there's your house, very lit up.
So me and my son were driving around today. There are 3 houses in the neighborhood, including mine, decorated for Christmas already.
Psycho. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
There is one house you would be very proud of them. They have inflatable pilgrims and inflatable turkeys up, and they are full-fledged Thanksgiving.
I feel like I need to go into myself because I have long said that, and this will be new to the pod, but I have long said that I have wanted to only decorate my house for one single
one day
holiday.
Yeah, one day.
One holiday out of the year, and I want to go full on Thanksgiving since everybody skips. Everybody goes straight from Halloween. They take down their decorations.
Yes.
And then they go straight to Christmas before Thanksgiving happens. So I think it would be fun to just be that guy that only decorates his house for one single holiday and just put up the biggest inflatables. Like, put up a turkey so big that I'm going to have the FAA stop by and they're going to be like, we're in danger of clipping your inflatable. So we need you to take this thing down. That's how big I want to go.
Look, it is a family tradition that I started when my son was very little. We get home from trick-or-treating. We turn on A Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, which Apple ruined this year, but that is for another time. And
find the DVD.
We sort through candy while we watch A Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. And then when A Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is done and we're done eating dinner and sort it through all the candy, he is allowed to eat some of the candy while I systematically take down all of the Halloween decorations, throw Christmas vinyls on the vinyl player, and put as many Christmas decorations as I can before I get so. And while I'm doing this and while the vinyl is going, we play the second best Christmas movie of all, and that's Grim.
It is a good second to the number one being Die Hard.
No, the number one is A Christmas Story. I mean, you've had this conversation.
Die Hard, then Christmas Story, then Gremlins.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Bruce Willis said it.
He said it at a comedy roast.
He said
it was a joke.
It is not a Christmas movie.
He said it at a comedy roast.
He said it is a Bruce Willis movie.
He said it at a comedy roast. It was a joke.
And how dare you put A Christmas Story at... I could watch that entire year.
It is on. At my house, it's on a lot. And you have not watched the second one.
I don't want it to ruin. I'm so scared of it.
I watched it, and I told you at the time, it is the most blatant cash grab nostalgia. However, it still worked. Even knowing it is a nostalgia cash grab, it still worked, and I still enjoyed it.
Well, buddy, I will let you go enjoy putting up your inflatable turkey. I still have a couple Christmas things to get out of my house. We love you. Thank you for listening to our nonsense yet again, and hopefully we won't have any more weekly off.
Hopefully not. We love you.
So we'll be off next. We love you, and good night.
Good night.